How we doing? I'm Sean Casey, owner of Raw Fit 305. Anything raw, I'm your man. But today we're gonna talk a little bit about just how you create your own luck and you create your own opportunities by taking action. Have faith in your process and then take action on that process. A lot of people wanna sit here and pray for things and manifest things and make vision boards and write stuff down, but they don't take the action. Or they might take action once or twice and then they're like, oh, this doesn't work, I tried. There's a quote, I think it was Benjamin Franklin said, I didn't fail 10,000 times, I just figured out 10,000 ways that didn't work. And when you have that mindset, like every time you fail, you're getting closer. You get excited for failure. You look at failure completely different. Failure is just getting closer to the end goal. Okay, I tried this didn't work. That means I'm one step closer, process of elimination. And we create our own luck out here. I've been creating my own luck for as long as I can remember. But because I dive into everything full force, I don't just sit back and wait for things. And sometimes it takes me to places I don't want to go, but that's a lesson learned. Like, okay, I don't need to go over there anymore. I'm gonna focus on my time over here. So we create our own luck through our actions. And I got a little example, a little story that's fresh and means a lot to me because this gym, this business, everything means the world to me. So we're expanding. We currently signed a lease for a second location. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, it'll be closed, ready to go. There's no hiccups. Obviously, I haven't told anybody yet because it's not finished. The terms have been agreed to. We're working on a new partnership. We're selling 1/3 of the company to a new business partner so we can expand quickly. This business partner that I met, it's coincidence, the universe, whatever you want to call it, they have a contract to do the pool in the building next door at Opera Tower. So they came in here, the 3 or 4 of them came in here. I was on the phone, shirt off, like fully in my, if you know me, when I'm in the conversation, I was heated a little bit, not heated, but just very intense. Intense conversation, and then I had something to do right after, and they just walked up in here like, yo, we need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, like I'm on the phone, like you want another, like, oh, we'll wait. And the old me would have been like, yo, get the fuck out, I'll talk to you when I'm ready. But I was like, okay, chill, whatever. I finished up the phone call real quick. Hey, how can I help you? Boom, you know what I mean? So they're telling me that they're doing the project next door, that they need to use a couple parking spaces out there. So I'm telling them, all right, cool, but you gotta pay X amount. And they were fine with, I probably should charge them for more for real. And they've been here extra time too, but that's neither here nor there. So whatever, I'm talking to the guy and I'm, oh, your hips off. The same way I read everybody, I look at their position, I see hips and shoulders off a little bit. Yo, you need to work on this, this, and this. I ran through a couple stretches with him. He had just had knee replacement surgery like 3 weeks before. And he has a hip replacement too, but that was a little older, but he just had knee replacement surgery like 3 weeks when he met me. So I ran him through a couple little routines, mobility work, stretches and stuff, showed him what I could do. And he was like, I love this, let's do it. So he started coming a couple, 3 days a week. We're making a lot of progress. We're getting pretty close. Obviously not too close, but you know, just regular client relationship. And his partner, he wanted to bring with him to work out because he didn't want to work out by himself because he's a scary old man. But that happens a lot. People feel more comfortable working out with a person, whatever. So this guy, his partner on the project, comes with him to start working out. So we working out. I got Miro training him sometimes. Adrian, I train him, whatever. So he's seeing what we do. He's seeing the classes when he comes in. He's seeing the people when they're here. He sees how everyone thinks and talks and moves. And you can feel the culture and the vibe and the frequency in here. And it's it draws you in. It's like a black hole. You just want to be a part of it because the energy's so high, the vibrational frequency's so high, you can't do nothing but want to latch on, and it makes you want to get better. And you just see everybody in here with that attitude, that energy, like, yo, we trying to get better, we're going to push through the work no matter what it takes. And that's contagious, and he saw that. And he's a smart businessman. Most smart businessmen are never going to invest in a gym. It's just not, there's too many moving parts, there's too many variables. It's a brick and mortar business. There's only so many hours you can work in a day. There's only so many clients you can have. It's not like tech company or a lot of these companies where you could scale in mass production and just flies off the shelves. Like, we're limited here. But they see the vision, they see the culture. So he came to me like, yo, I want to do a gym with you. I want to invest. I believe in you. I believe in what you got going on here, and I want to be a part of it. So I was like, okay, cool. And then we started just talking back and forth. And then I started reaching out to realtors like, yo, I need another space for a gym. So blah, 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 blah. Long story short, we find a new location. We end up agreeing to the terms on the lease. Now we're working out a partnership deal for 1/3 of the company because I already have my business partner. So we got to get everybody looped in on this one, and then we're going to do that one. We got some other ones in the works. They already got locations for 3, 4, and 5. And you know, the goal is to sell this thing for $100 million, $1 billion. Private equity comes in, takes, I don't know how that really works. Don't quote me on private equity. But you know, people that come in, here's $10, $20 million. Let's open these things nationwide. Like, I am going to be the leader of this fitness game. I'm going to change the game. That's what I'm here for. That's my purpose, is to help people exercise and get in shape correctly and feel good and change their lives and make a positive impact on people's lives. So this is getting me one step closer to that. So I have to take a little bit less money. I have to take a little bit less percentage so I can grow the vision. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices 2 steps back to take 10 steps forward. But what I'm trying to tell you is all this happened from a dumpster. When he came in, my attitude was like, yo, potential client, potential investor. Every single person I meet, everywhere I go, is a potential client or a potential investor. You never know. You never know who you're in front of. You never know the impression you can make on somebody and who they are and who they may know. So I'm constantly shooting my shot, shooting my shot, shooting my shot. You create your own luck. Luck is opportunities plus preparation. I found an opportunity and I'm preparing myself for the last 15 years for this opportunity. And I made the most of that opportunity. And now the dude who wanted to rent 2 parking spaces so he could put a dumpster in it is now buying me another gym and investing in my company. We talking about $1 million deals here. I was in prison 10 years ago. Now I'm negotiating $1 million deals to open up gyms 3, 4, 5. So it's just like, you got to have that attitude and that mindset of everything is an opportunity. Put my energy into everything, put my best foot forward into everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. So we really believe on that here, and it's very contagious. And you know, you create your own luck. You make shit happen. You know, I have faith in my process. I have faith that every single person I get in front of, I'll be able to close them. So every person that comes in front of me, I try and close them. And most of the time it works, sometimes it don't, but I don't let that get to me. I don't let it frustrate me. Like, no, I just know, okay, if that didn't work with that person, is this gonna work on the next one? Law of averages, numbers, you know what I mean? Process of elimination, because this works. The work works. What I do works. What we do works. So I know if I get in front of the right people that we can take this shit to the moon. So I'm never gonna stop shooting my shot. I'm never gonna stop creating my own luck. And you know, you make your own opportunities. But that comes from that mindset. And how you get that mindset is through your habits. What you read, what you say to yourself, what you practice, what you write down, what you do every day, what you listen to, who you hang around with. So right now I'm tightening up my circle. I'm taking an audit of my life. I'm making sure everyone around me serves a purpose. I'm making sure everything I do throughout the day serves a purpose, and not just any purpose, the purpose of getting me to open 5, 6 more gyms, sell this thing for $100 million and go down as the greatest trainer that ever lived. I'm trying to change the world, bro. I used to change the world in a negative way, negative impact, bringing down the low vibrational activities, you know, partying, drinking, drugging, girls, you know, just low vibrational activity, things that you're not very proud of and that don't make you feel very good. Even if you do make a lot of money, you still don't feel good because you're doing something that's not right and you know it in your soul. And the more good you do, the higher your frequency starts to vibrate, the better you feel, and you understand like, okay, this is my purpose, this is my passion, this is what I'm on earth for. And when you wake up every day knowing what's your purpose and having a passion for something that's changing the world in a positive way, and you really starting to excel at it, like be one of the best in the world and get verified every day. And we just have 40 people in these classes, full classes on a Saturday, beautiful day. They could be out at the beach, the park, with their families, their friends, but they chose to be here because they know what we do works. And there's no better feeling than that than me. I'm fulfilled beyond my wildest dreams. I know money will come with it, but this feeling of like, damn, I'm helping people change their lives and I'm doing a great job in it is the best feeling in the world. So I suggest if you're not where you want to be in life, no matter what you do for a living, get up early, hit the gym, read a book, you know what I mean? Go for a walk and watch your whole life change.